Okay, welcome back. Um, what I want to continue with is Unit 307 in regards to the 2357 and the 5357. Okay, now Level 3 NVQ Diploma in Installing Electrotechnical Systems and Equipment, Building Structures and the Environment, Unit 307. Okay, now this is for the 2357 and the 5357. Okay, I should have put that number on here for myself, but I haven't. So I do apologize for that. Okay, and here we have Session 10, Periodic Inspection and Testing. Okay, well, this is just revision. Okay, basically, extensive planning must be done. Dead test is the term used for tests, etc., etc. Done site guide. Okay, precautions are to be taken before IR testing is performed, and you should know what IR testing is by now. If not, look back at the relevant PowerPoints, the polarity test, external impedance, electrical loop impedance, the rule of thumb, PFC test, electrical loop impedance test, phase rotation test, functional test, etc., etc. Now I don't need to read them all out to you because you should be able to read this for yourselves completely and in full. Okay. Now, and here we are. Okay. Next, we're looking at periodic inspection and testing. Okay. And that outlines what we intend to be able to do in session 10. Okay, and that there is the process by which we intend to follow. Okay. Sorry about that. Now requirements, okay, to confirm there is compliance with BS 7671, etc., etc. Again, I don't need to read this out to you. You are quite capable of reading this for yourselves. Organizations such as mortgage lenders, insurance companies, and licensing authorities may require testing and inspection to be carried out. Okay. And again, regulation 621.1, make sure that this regulation is still compliant in regards to the 18th or the 19th edition of the IE regs, as there may be changes since we have left the EU. Okay, so make sure you are familiar and that you are compliant with the IEE regulations at the current regs at that point in time. That is your responsibility. Okay, now we're looking at here again is electricity at work regulations. Okay, again, these are things you should be familiar with, so I don't need to spend that long on it. Okay, routine checks. Okay, and required information. And I can always try to tell you here is that as with initial verification, a certain amount of information is required before any testing can take place. Okay. And here's what you also need to make sure you are compliant with the regulations at all times. Okay. And you need to refer to the IE regs to ensure that there's not been any modification or changes to the regulations in respect of this information which is now being given. That is your responsibility, and it is your job to ensure that you are up to date with the current regulations. And here we have the outline as to what those examples of frequency of inspections can be and are required for. Okay. And these are for you to be familiar with. Now here we have general procedures. Now look at each section in turn. Okay, do not try to look at it all at once. Okay, take each section in turn. Okay, and you should be able to then read and be familiar with the information it's asking you for and it is providing you with. Okay, sampling, and here's your sampling requirement, and it simply outlines what it is and what you need to be able to do. And here it gives you the idea and the diagram for sampling purposes. Okay, again, be aware. Okay, and again, this simply provide you with information as to what you should be doing and how it should be done. And it is your responsibility to refer to the IEE regs. I don't need to read this out to you. This is for you to be doing for yourselves and making yourself familiar with each stage. Okay, here we are again, referring to periodic inspection. Nothing for me to say here, okay? To show you and for you to follow on. Okay, just telling you here what you may need to do in certain circumstances, okay? And again, you want to make sure that you can see the information, apply it for yourself and understand and apply it. And look it up in the IE regs, okay? That is your job. Okay, here again, it's telling you in regards to insulation resistance test, how and what you need to do to make sure that you're not damaging any electronics components which may be in the circuit, okay? And on completion of periodic inspection and testing, the results should be recorded on the electrical installation condition report, the schedule of inspection and the schedule of test results, okay? Classification codes. If appropriate, the code C1, C2, or C3 should be entered in section K. Amazing. It's okay. I'm just looking at this classification codes here, and it's clear in the sense that of description: danger present, risk of injury, immediate remedial action required, to be used in situations which cannot be left. The interesting thing here for me is that if a C1 had occurred, then the situation for that electrical installation would mean that it was unsafe. Therefore, the electrical installation itself should not be in existence or being used. So, but if that is the case, then the electrical installation would have been incorrectly installed in the first place. Therefore, any testing which had been done would have been incorrect. But that's only my interpretation of the perception of C1. Please note, this is my personal view, not the view of anyone else or any other written text. Okay. C2, potentially dangerous, urgent remedial action required, to be used in situations which, whilst urgent, do not require immediate remedial action. Okay. Okay, that's just my opinion, but you can see what is required in regards to the testing. Okay, thank you for your time. I hope you found this useful. Okay, and please do be sure that you are compliant with the IE regs at all times. Okay. Well, I'm just going to make a little bit of recapping. Okay, never hurts anybody. Okay, right. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a good day and speak again soon. Take care. Bye bye.